Yes, Mr. Mngomezulu. Thank you, Madam. Good day. Good day.
Good day.
I'm trying to adjust. I want to understand that you are a police officer under the SAPS since 2021. Is it correct?
That's correct.
Athi kunjalo ukuthi ngisesiphoyiseni okusuka ngo-2021.
So when you received the Section 205, you were working for the tracker connection in 2018. Is that correct?
That's correct.
When we told Section 205, i-tracker wathi yebo kunjalo.
So in what capacity at Tracker Connect when you received this Section 205?
I was employed as the company's investigator.
Ngangiqashwe kule nkampani njengolandelela umkhondo.
In terms of the protocols at the Tracker Connect, were you entitled or were you authorized to receive a Section 205 being the investigator?
Yes, I was.
Yebo ngangivunyelwe ukuthi-ke ngingamukela isicelo se-Section 205.
When you received the Section 205, do you communicate it with your director?
It was communicated to my department manager.
Wathi uma ngithola i-Section 205 ngatshela-ke i-manager ye-department engisebenza kuyo.
Who was your director at that time?
At that stage and even up to today, one of the directors of the company will be Wayne the Nobriga.
Athi-ke umuntu-ke osekhona lapho oyi-director lapho Wayne the Nobriga.
So I would report to my manager, and my manager was the one that would communicate to directors.
Mina ngikhuluma ne-manager yami imise i-manager yami ngidlulisela phambili.
So do you know when was this tracker fitted in the motor vehicle? To know when the tracker was fitted in the motor vehicle?
That would show on the system. On the system, it will show the exact date that a unit is fitted into a vehicle, but I don't have that information with me now.
Anginayo leyo mininingwane kodwa-ke iyakhombisa emshinini ukuthi-ke i-tracker yafakwa nini kulo mshini.
Can you stand it down and bring that information?
That would have to be asked from the company directly, because I do not work for the company anymore, so now I do not have access to their systems anymore.
Angisavunyelwe ukungena kula ma-system ale nkampani kodwa-ke uma ukuthi le inkampani yadingeka kufanele icele kuyona leyo nkampani.
That's my concern. Why are you testifying on behalf of the company that you are no longer working for?
Because I was the one that drew the report that is being used here. I'm the person that drew the report from the system. Somebody else cannot speak on behalf of a report that they didn't draw from the system.
Akekho umuntu ongakwazi ukuletha ubufakazi ngombiko ongebona abawukhipha emshinini. Mina ngakhipha lo mbiko emshinini. Yikho-ke ngilapha ukuthi ngizofakaza ngalo mbiko wakhishwa yimina emshinini.
I don't think we'll proceed with that naked information. The company must provide sufficient information before the court. There's sufficient information that we need before we proceed. We are no longer working for that company. We are a member of the SAPS. So we are not a candidate to testify on behalf of Tracker Connections.
Then the court can request that from Tracker.
Inkantolo ingacela mawukuthi izwa ukuthi njengoba sisebenzela isiphoyisa angasebenzeli lenkampani angisafanele ukuthi ngilethe ubufakazi nanoma ingani ngaleyo nkampani.
Do you have a fitment certificate?
I wouldn't have a fitment certificate because I do not fit units, and I didn't even fit units the time that I was working at Tracker, so I wouldn't need a fitment certificate.
Anginaso isitifiketi sokufaka emshini kulezi moto ngoba ngalesikhathi engisasebenza khona ngangewona umsebenzi wami ukufaka imishini lena ye-tracker ezimotweni.
How do we know that the car was fitted by the Tracker Connection?
Wazi kanjani ukuthi le moto yayifakiwe tracker?
Because it reflected on the system. If we cannot see vehicles on our systems, or Tracker cannot see vehicles on their systems that is not fitted with their technology.
Ngoba phela thina imishini yethu ayikwazi ukubona imoto efakwe imishini engeyafakwanga yethu nkampani.
Were you authorized by the Tracker Connections as a member of the SAPS to come and give testimony on their behalf?
Tracker is aware of the fact that I'm testifying in this case. Yes, they are.
Inkampani yase-tracker iyazi ukuthi ngilapha ngiletha ubufakazi mayelana nenkampani yabo.
Any written authorization?
I do not have written authorization now.
Anginayo-ke imvume ebhalwe phansi.
Do you know the serial number that is affixed on the fitment certificate?
I don't know the serial number, but each unit has a specific serial number, and those serial numbers are captured on the system.
Nanoma nginganayo-ke leyo serial number kodwa-ke yonke le mshini ngamunye unenombolo yawo ebhalwayo-ke futhi emshinini kusystem.
I want the serial number, a specific serial number. You gave evidence on the registration number of a red Polo Vivo CH something. I need the serial number, or that reflect that is in that fitment certificate. Give me that serial number. I want the serial number.
That can also be requested by court from Tracker.
Fitment certificate number-ke uma ukuthi kuyadingeka ingacelwa kwa-tracker.
The name of the person who fitted the device.
Kamele lo muntu owafaka lo mshini lapha emotweni.
That will reflect on the installation certificate. A copy of the installation certificate is handed to the client, and then the original is also kept. So either the client or Tracker will be able to supply that.
Kushuthi leyo number ingatholakala kunyini wemoto noma enkampanini.
Where was it fitted? Which town? Which branch?
All of that will show on the installation certificate.
konke lokho kuyabonakala ku-installation certificate.
So you came here unprepared.
According to the section 205, we were not asked about the installation certificate. We were asked to supply a report from a certain date up until a certain date. The section 205 doesn't ask us for the installation certificate.
Manje isicelo ke sasithola thina sathola isicelo esikhuluma ngokuhamba kwemoto. Asizange sicelo ukuthi siphinde silethe nemininingwane installation certificate.
In terms of the National Police, of the current employer, which article permits you to come and testify for a previous employer?
It's the discretion of the state to call any witness. It's not for this witness to decide on that. We submit that it's an unfair question to this witness.
I'll submit, my lord, it is a fair question. We submitted that this evidence of this witness is irrelevant, and we don't know where it is taking us to, and the state is wasting the court's time.
As I explained before, I was the person that drew this specific report. So it again would be difficult for somebody else to come and testify on a report that they didn't draw from the system. And even the statement was done by myself, it wasn't done by somebody else.
Imina wakhipha lo mbiko emshinini, imina akekho umuntu ongakwazi ukuthi azolethe ubufakazi ukuthi akuyena wakhipha lo mbiko emshinini. Mina futhi owabhala statement.
I understand this is what you've done. You left that company, you joined the public sector, but to come and testify for the work we've done in the private sector.
This is the third time that the same question is being asked. We, unless my learned friend demonstrate what the reason is for repeating the same question thrice, we object to this repetitive cross-examination.
I think I can ask it for the 5th time, 10 times, as long as it is relevant for what I want from this one.
The only other alternative would be for the court to again request the same report to Tracker so that another person will be able to draw the same report and then speak on behalf of the tracking company.
Nje okuye kungenziwa inkantolo ukuthi uma isafuna nombiko kodwa ke uvele enkampanini ngingacela ukuthi lo mbiko lona ukhishwe futhi okusho ukuthi ke manje usuzokhishwa omunye ewukhiphe emshinini ukuze kube uyena ke ozofakazela lo mbiko lo awukhiphile.
This information, this document, in what format does it come when it is requested by the police? Does it come in a PDF?
PDF format.
Lo mbiko lona ke siwuthola umbiko ohlobo lwe-PDF.
How do we know that it is not converted into an Excel?
We draw it in PDF format. That is how it's generated from the system.
Umshini ukhipha lo mbiko uhlobo lwe-PDF
Yeah.
nathi siwukhipha emshinini unjalo.
Yes. When it's now taken to the SAPS.
These reports, they get printed out at our office and the reports get handed to the police officers.
Thina ke siyawuprinta lo mbiko emahhovisi ethu ebese ke amaphoyisa azowuthatha emahhovisi ethu usu-printed.
So at that time you will stick, when you, I want you to be specific. Ne? Don't say we. You will say we if you are referring to a company. But to talk about your involvement when you received this section 205. Did you specifically receive Section 205?
Yes, I did.
Athi yebo ngawuthola section 205.
Did you respond to Section 205?
Wena waphendula into section 205.
Yes, I printed out a report and I printed out my statement and it was handed over to the investigating officer.
Yebo ngaprinta i-report, ngaprinta ke ne-statement sami, ngase ke lokho ngikunika umseshi.
Who is the investigating officer? Who was the investigating officer?
At the time that I received the Section 205, it was a Sergeant Mkhize.
Sergeant Mkhize ke wayewumseshi kulolu, wayewumphenyi kulolu daba ngesikhathi ke mina ngithola i-Section 205.
Did you hand it over to? Did you respond to Mkhize?
That's correct.
Yebo ngaphendula nganika umkhize.
How did you respond? How did you submit the document to Mkhize? In the form of a PDF?
That's correct. The way that it is seen now in court, this is what I handed over.
But yebo yile ndlela engamnika ngayo njengoba ubonakala la enkantolo lo mbiko.
I say how? How did you send it?
By
to Mkhize?
hand. It was handed over by hand to the investigating officer at our office.
Ngamnika ngesandla umkhize emahhovisi ethu lo mbiko.
That was 2018, correct?
That's correct.
Yebo kwaku 2018.
When it was taken by Mkhize, no one else ever applied for or served with Section 205 except Sergeant Mkhize.
No. There was no other Section 205 served to me for this specific case, no.
Ayikho i-Section 205 eyaletha kumina mayelana nalolu daba.
Okay. Sorry. My Lord, I see it's convenient time to adjourn for lunch.
Is that so? What's the time?
It's 1 o'clock.
Okay. Adjourn until when?
Until 2.
Mr. KaBaloyi, what time?
Is the call asking what time it is now?
Yeah, do we adjourn until what time?
Until 2, my lord.
Okay, 2 o'clock then.
Ma'am, since you said you do not have the records and the company can still send somebody to present evidence relating relating to the information about that vehicle, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
We have, and we don't want to be pedantic, but we have repeatedly objected against this proposition. My learned friend has asked this question numerous times. This witness compiled this information while she was still attached to the company, and there's no reason, my lord, that she should be questioned at length about the fact that she's no longer working for this company. It's the same situation as when perhaps a doctor who was a district surgeon at a particular time treated a patient, he goes into private practice and he's subpoenaed to give evidence. It cannot be said that now that he's in private practice, cannot testify about a patient that he saw whilst he was still working for the state. It's precisely the same situation here, my lord.
My concern, my lord, is about the information that needs to be presented before this court, which this witness can no longer access that information because she's no longer working for the company. It's not about the information she has gathered at that time when she was working for the company. My question, ma'am, is can the company can the company can still send somebody to present somebody? Can the company still send somebody to present that part of evidence which you can no longer present in court because you're no longer working for the company?
That's correct. So what will happen, Tracker will have to send somebody who will then have to reprint the same report and then give evidence on that report because another person won't be able to testify on a report that I printed. So they will have to reprint the report.
Inkampani kufanele icele omunye umuntu ukuthi apha yena sikhiphele lo mbiko lo ngoba akwazi omunye umuntu ukuthi afakaze ngombiko okhishwe yini.
I think the last question would be your evidence basically is about the movement of a motor vehicle, not about the movement of a person.
No, I can only speak on behalf of a report that I printed, and the report shows the movement of a vehicle. It does not show the occupants or who was driving the vehicle at that specific time. It only indicates the movement of a specific vehicle.
Umuntu wami ukwazi ukuchaza phela ukuthi imoto uhamba kwayo nomunyaza kwayanyaza noma ehamba kanjani. Ayikwazi ukuchaza ukuthi ubani owayela ngaphakathi kwemoto nokuthi ubani owayeshayela leyo moto.
Thank you, my lord. No further questions.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Ramsikeli.
As the court pleases, my lord. My lord, I don't have any questions for this witness.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Nisi.
I've got no question as well.
Yes.
I think my daughter has no cross-examination.
Right. Mr. Mtsolo. Okay. Any re-examination?
None, thank you, my lord.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I'm sorry. Yes,
As a court, please, my lord, we are now back at the situation regarding Brigadier Gininda. As indicated, my lord, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, he's not available, sitting for the exams. The first available date is Thursday, my lord. As discussed with my colleagues during the telephone conversation that we had with Brigadier Gininda last week, he indicated that he'll make himself available despite the fact that he's writing exams. We therefore request that the matter should stand down until Thursday. It will be the 17th, if I'm not mistaken.
why Thursday?
Well, he's writing tomorrow and Wednesday as well. It's in terms of that program that we submitted.
Where's the program?
I think we did submit it. I'm not sure if I still have
You don't have the official program.
a copy. It's not an official one, my lord. It's the one that we drew up when he informed us of those dates. We're still waiting for the official one. Perhaps if we can take a short adjournment, I'll request him to send the official one.
Why don't you just phone him? Is he at home?
Yeah, I think he should be at the office. If we take a short adjournment, I'll quickly call him.
Otherwise, if you want the official one, I can phone the professor there to fax it to you.
Yes. No, he will send it to me. He will send it to me